Hello, my name is Rick Hill. Thank you for joining me for Godly Play. Today I'm going to share with you the story of Ruth. Now when Moses led the people of God to the promised land, the people crossed over the Jordan River into the promised land. And with time they started to fill up the land. And some of them moved into the town of Bethlehem. Now a time came when there was no rain and the wheat didn't grow. And so they didn't have food and the people became hungry. Some of the people decided to cross back over the Jordan River into Moab where there was food. Among those people that went back to Moab were Naomi and her husband and their 2 sons. They were happy in the land of Moab until one day, after time had passed, Naomi's husband died. The 2 sons married women from Moab. One was Orpah, the other was Ruth. Time passed and those husbands died. This left Naomi and Orpah and Ruth as widows together. Naomi didn't know what to do. She talked to her daughters-in-law, to Orpah and to Ruth, and told them that they should go back to their families because Naomi had decided that she would travel back across the desert back to Bethlehem to be with her family. Orpah left to be with her mother and her family. But Ruth did not leave. She stayed with Naomi, and she told Naomi, "Where you go, I will go. Where you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So Naomi and Ruth crossed back over the Jordan River and settled back in Bethlehem, where they found a place to live. For food, they would go and gather the wheat from the fields after the harvest, because the farmers were kind to the widows and would let them do that, would let them come and gather wheat in their field. One of the men who owned land where the wheat was growing was Boaz. And Boaz noticed Ruth and Naomi, and he liked how Ruth worked hard and how Ruth took care of Naomi. So Boaz and Ruth were married. They had children. This made Naomi a grandmother, and it made Ruth a mother. Naomi now had a grandson that she could hold in her lap. With time, this son grew up and he had a family. And he had a son by the name of Jesse. Time went by and Jesse grew up and he had many children, one of which became a great king. His name was David. Now, King David found favor with God. And King David was a great grandson of Ruth. I wonder what part of this story is most important. I wonder, have you ever had someone that was kind to you and that helped you? I wonder, have you ever been kind to someone else and have helped them? I wonder, what part of this story did you like the best? Thank you for joining me for Godly Play. Remember that Godly Play is copyrighted and can only be shared among church family. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to being with you again next week.